Hi, Susie. How you doing? Hi, Thunder. How you doing? I have a whole lot on my heart today, so we're gonna wait for a couple more people to come in because it's just things that I'm doing okay, really. I think it's gonna be the first day that we haven't had rain in like 3 days, and then we had freak storms instead of just gentle spring rain. And it's good to hear that you're good. Of course, the grass is growing taller and faster than I want to mow it. So this morning, the husband used the word pixelated. And I said, "Do you even know what pixelated is?" And he said, "Sure, it's pixies in the brain." So you see what I got working with. Hi, Chad. How you doing? Thank you, Chad. So it is no secret, I don't try to hide it, that I grew up United Pentecostal. And they speak in tongues and they have the all the gifts of healing and discernment. And I can remember being young and thinking, oh, please let me be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. I want to heal people. Oh, that's what I want my gift to be. Well, when you're working with God, that isn't how it actually works. So I had a very rough, feral childhood. I was the child of two people who did not want a child, didn't want to be married. My grandmother made my father marry my mother because my mother got pregnant. Hi, Tan Man, how you doing? So it was a horrible home life my entire home life. However, still went to church, still we still did the outward stuff, you know what I'm saying? And one day I heard an evangelist say that whether we love or hate someone, they were meant to be because God moved heaven and earth to make sure that they were here. At the given time, they would be here. Just like God said there's a reason for Trisha to be born, He made it happen. Same with Sue, Thunder, Chad, Tan He made it happen. We may not know what our purpose is, we may never know what our purpose is, but I believe that everyone has a purpose. So when people say, "You just like everyone." No, I love everyone because that's what Jesus said when he left. Love Jesus above all others, love your neighbor as yourself, and I try to live that, and that's what too many Christians, air quote, Christians don't do. They're only, quote, Christians when it's convenient. You gotta be able to be one when it's inconvenient. And this community here would rather drink poison than just show mercy to anyone, and that just totally breaks my heart. It's like going to court. Good God. They go to court like I go to the fast food restaurant. Jeez, oh Petey's. I go to court to get a divorce decree or a marriage license, and I try everything I can to get out of, being a witness or, jury duty. Can you imagine the well, if you knew my whole entire life, who am I to judge somebody else on whether they did right or wrong? Well, in case it was against a kid or an elderly, then yeah. So anyway, that's just been really heavy on my heart, and, I just wanted to get it out there that people, don't drink the poison. It's going to kill you. All of these people going back 4 and 5 years because they just can't live in the day. Anyway, I love you all, and I'm sorry that if I depressed or anything, but in the end that was another thing I wanted to say. In the end, there was an evangelist that came through, and, not to toot my own horn, not saying I know, Derp, and that just breaks my heart twice. It's like, if I saw anyone, even with just a scraped knee, and I didn't like them, I would so run up to them and wanna help. I can't. I just can't. I can't even watch a scary movie knowing it's all fake. But there was an evangelist that came through when I was about 14 years old, and he had something to do with, all of the gifts, the discernment, and everything, and he held my hands, and he prayed, and he said, "Oh, you have one of the best gifts. You have, you will have a great impact on the kingdom." And it's like at that point, I had no idea, and he had never spoken to me, so I didn't know what he was talking about. And then he said, "You will be a healer of hearts and souls." And everything just clicked for me that day, and I cried like a baby. Oh, I know, Dirk. I was, I think the person was trying to intimidate me the other day by letting me know that they knew my information. Well, so do 100,000 people in my city, the state I came from. Everybody knows who I am. I'm pretty sure that you could almost go to any gas station here and describe me. Even if they don't know my name, they'll go, "Oh, I know her." 'Cause I am one of those people that if I'm standing in a long line at the grocery store, I talk to everybody like we've been besties forever. I am not the shy, retiring type. I know that's a big surprise to some of you, and Derp, it doesn't escape me who you are talking about. You're going to have to for your own peace of mind and your own I don't know, your own peace of mind and to get joy in your life, you're going to have to come to a point where you say, "I'm burying that. It's dead, it's gone, no more." No one can tell you when that is, Dirk, but if you don't, you'll never get joy. And that I see that and I think, "Oh, if I just had a little wand that I could snap in front of him and make it all good, I would." "Hey, Barbie, how you doing?" "Barbie, we're still gonna go grocery shopping." "Hi, Jason, how you doing?" I would be smacking most of you with that wand till my wand was all bent and broken. No, we are not burying Lydia. I love Lydia. She is my Polish dumpling. "Hi, Anne Marie, how you doing?" No, Derp, it isn't okay to do it, but it's done. Now it's are you going to continue to settle on that? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna focus on that? The children are gonna get older. The children are gonna have a life of their own. They're going to go out and live life. Are you still gonna be sitting in your chair fixated on that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to slam you or nothing. Please don't think that. It's just that time moves on. It was done. There are so many things that happened in my life that could have stopped me from living a good life if I would have fixated on them. The things that happened to me, some of them not that good, some of them downright horrible. Okay, now to my, stranger than fiction story. 'Cause see, I had all of these lives planned, and for one reason or other, they didn't happen. So, I lived next to a little 3.5 acre piece of land for years and years and years. Okay, the very first person who bought the land died. The next person that bought the land was a steel hauler, and put a house on the land. He was the first one to put the house on the land. And then he went to work one day and they put the 15-ton they missed the flatbed and put it on the cab of the truck, 15-ton roll of steel, boop, dead. The next guy that bought the land got sick a couple months after that, boop, died. The next guy that bought the land went insane. His wife went insane. They moved out of there. Guy died. The the guy who originally had sold the land to them people, him and his son, dead. So, finally, the last person that bought the land rented it. The first renter went insane, chased his wife through the whole entire house with a gun. The police had to come, SWAT team had to come, everybody had to come. Boop, they were, removed from the house. Next person that moved in, a single mother with 2 twins. Nothing bad ever happened to her, except for her live-in boyfriend a month after he moved in, boop, died, massive heart attack, boop, died. So, the now the guy who was renting, he had died, and his wife is like, "Hey, would you guys be interested in buying that little piece of" "No. No, we would not, and we would appreciate a fence, a really high fence." And that's just my stranger than fiction. Howdy, Holly, how you doing? Oh, did I run you all off? I'm sorry. I'm doing good, Holly. I have been craving a Whopper Jr. with cheese and order onion rings for I don't know how long. And today, that is what my lunch is going to be. No, yeah, a Whopper Jr. I can't do the whole big one because it all falls apart and deteriorates and it's nasty by the time I get done with it. But a Whopper Jr. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Actually, our Burger King is, our Burger King is okay. It was crappy there for the longest time, and, it got put in, like, the top 5 dirtiest restaurants in our area, and then another company came in and bought all of ours, and, they completely gutted them, redid them, and in a couple of cases, they knocked the old one down and built new ones, and they've been pretty good since then. My husband just can't stand them, though. Because he only likes the fish sandwich, and he hates their fish sandwich. Hi, Jennifer, how you doing? You wanna know what's really gross in our area, Derp? What really has, hit rock bottom is the, Kentucky Fried Chickens. Ugh, ugh. It's like, "Hello, you have got to change your grease more than once a year. We don't make it a national holiday." I'm really good, Jennifer. When you work from home and you're semi-retired from everything else, Friday is just another Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or they all they all look exactly the same. I really do kinda miss, having a job, though, where I didn't work with the husband. I I liked, going in and talking smack about the family, then coming home and smiling. Oh, no, Jennifer, so, see, now the only other employee I get to talk smack about with is, the husband. And he don't exactly appreciate it when the smack talk is about him. I don't understand it. Hey, little dumpling. I mean, come on, when you do the most, you get talked about the most. Hi, Brooklyn, how are ya? See, on here, I say, "Hi, how are ya?" In real life and on, side chats, it's always howdy. Trust me, it's always howdy, always howdy. Yep, Jennifer, there was a lot to be said for it. When you clocked out on Friday, it was a whole different world, and when you clocked in on Monday, it was a whole different kind of depression. I'm good, Brooklyn, thank you. I am having Burger King for lunch today. I cannot wait. Oh, ooh, joy, Jennifer. You have a favorite mop, a favorite broom? I had it way back when, way back. Let's see, I'm trying to think of what the minimum wage was probably about $5 an hour, if that. And I had a job where, things got so slow that they paid me $15 an hour to sweep the factory floor. And after 2 days, I handed my boss the broom, and I said, "You know what? There is no amount of money where I can stay and do this. It is making my IQ fall out of my ears." Oh, that is sweet, Jennifer. I'm glad that he gets to come home for lunch. So have you, started planting any gardens, anybody? Did you hear about the, shortages? Grocery shelves are gonna be empty. Oh my god, Jennifer, it's like a death sentence that just doesn't get completed. I watched a video of the easiest jobs in the world, and one guy, all he did was throw a little handful of flour onto the top of a cheesecake so that when it went through the press to put the design no. No. So before I go live, the cat needs to be in here. Now that I'm live, the cat needs to be out there. I'm gonna trick her and not shut the door completely this time because I know she's gonna go right out there and then go, "Oh, no, I need to be back in there." Same, Jennifer, same. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, though, Kroger's usually has this nearly dead section, and I'll buy anything that we will eat out of the nearly dead section, and then I chop it all up and I seal and meal it and then throw it in the freezer. So even if we don't have meat in the future, we will have nearly dead vegetables and fruit. I'm gonna get a smoothie maker, I think. We only have the one cat, Jennifer. We were always gonna try to get her a little companion, but we had the dog, so we thought, "Oh, her and the dog, because 'cause they don't go at each other." But now the dog is on house hospice, and she'll check every once in a while to see if he's still among the living. So, the husband asked me if I can change the name. No, they're nearly dead. So, okay, so I need for okay, so I need for you to all, since you all have the wrenches, go to channels of everybody else in here and sub up to them. And even if you think you may never want to go live, at least you will have enough people, hopefully, in time to go live because every once in a while there's something you want to say that, there's no appropriate place except for your own place to say it. I never thought I would wanna go live, and then there came a time where it was like, "You know what? I'm not getting heard here. I think if I had my own channel, I would be, going live and telling it how it is." And then poof, I had enough people, and it's like, "I don't wanna go live." Thankful. Derp, are you still hanging in there with us, or did you just, wanna say what you said and then hit the road? But anyway, the only other thing I wanted to say is, when people go, "Oh, I don't worry about my views or my numbers or anything like that." I don't. I honestly don't. Because I have never wanted to get off of YouTube. I think so, Jennifer. And, I going in, I knew that I was never gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and to point out that I am not drama and that I really have no place here, maybe, maybe not, but I will always be a place for to listen, try to help if I can, and to just be a place where you don't have to worry about drinking, and I think that there's always room. I do not worry about peacock in the flock of Canadian geese. Oh, thank you so very much, Jennifer, and I have always loved you, always. You can tell by a lot of, stuff from a person just by what they say or what they type when they don't know that they're being watched, you know what I'm saying? And so, a lot of you don't know how wonderful you really are, how much you brighten other people's days, and I love that. I love that you're that, you don't even know. Hi, hi, how you doing? I am so glad you came out of your little cave to say hi to me. I missed ya. I missed your time. I hope that you're having success after success. Jennifer, I am so glad that you found love and happiness in life. So happy. So so where is every if you only could eat fast food for the day, where would you go and what would you get? We already know mine. Although, I might throw it away for a 2 fish, uh, basket. I'm doing good. I got, um, long COVID in 2021, and part of, the effects just don't get the tuna sandwich, Miss Amy. I hear it's not exactly tuna. Packing peanuts to look like tuna. I do like okay, so, one of the side effects of having long COVID was that it disrupted your sleep, and so since 2021, I have only been able to sleep maybe 2, 3 hours at a time. Last night, I slept almost 9 hours, and then I will confess that, okay, if you've been a turnip all, winter, do not bust out the sweating with the oldies because it is a really, really bad idea. And a 1 and a 2 and a ow, and a 1 and a 2 and ooh. So, I took the pain pill, and then I took a little nap. So altogether, I had 12 hours of sleep, and I feel marvelous. So to Kai and Miss Amy, my request was that since you all have, wrenches to go to each other's, go-to channel and sub everybody just so that everybody has enough, subs eventually to go live if that's their thing. Thank you very much, and I hope the rewatchers or the watchers or whoever will do the same, please. Woohoo! Thank you, Takai. Hey, Padrino. Are you listening in, are you? So, Padrino, if you could go to any fast food restaurant, you had to eat fast food for that day, so I don't wanna hear you never eat fast food. Where would you go? Barbie, where are you gonna eat for the day? Well, I am going to Burger King today, but if I hadn't been craving Burger King for so long, I would go to Long John Silver's. Oh, no. No. Fast food has to be gross and greasy and something that you don't normally eat, or why wouldn't you just oh, Taco Bell is nice. Howdy, R&D, how you doing? We're subbing up everybody in the chat so that if they ever wanna go live, they can. Everybody's, doing it for each other. If you could do it, thank you. I feel like a school teacher or a boss. Woo! R&D, Jennifer, you guys oh, hey, Whimsy. Oh, we only have 1. Every other place has closed around here, so everybody has to come here, so they keep ours up kinda good. Except for I noticed that they're now closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Oh my god, Takai, get out. And they, tried to do a Sonicare. Oh, I don't think I've ever been to a Captain D's, but we tried to do a Sonicare, didn't float. Tried to do a Hardee's here, no thank you. So now you have Popeyes, KFC, and KFC kind of flows around this area. Popeyes, KFC, Wendy's, Subway. Although Subway took a big hit when they found out that the tuna wasn't really tuna. Oh, really, Jennifer? That's wild. Well, you're closer to a body of water, right? We're landlocked here. We're idiots. We'll believe that Long John Silver's fish is real. Sure, shrimp come out of the ocean all breaded like that. Everybody here, Barbie, don't come to Indiana. Don't come to Northwest Indiana, expect no Sonic, you ain't getting it. And then in Michigan, you have to go halfway up. Oh, yeah, we have a Culver's here. Oh my god. We went through the drive-through, during shutdown, and, it was like, we'll take, you know, 2, cheeseburgers, blah, 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 blah." We get up there, it's like 30 bucks, like, "Oh," and then you're all crammed in, so you can't go, "No." You just pay or else you don't get out of the line. Oh, yes, you do, Jennifer. And we were gonna get an ice machine and, The husband wants Sonic Eyes. It's like, "Well, I don't know what Sonic Eyes is," and then it's like, Googled it, and it's like, "Oh." Yep, I think that's more of a West Coast thing, Miss Amy. Uh, In and Out, 'cause we don't have one. Oh, you go to the one in Munster? I didn't even know they had one in Munster. The husband was in a hospital in Munster. I should have went. Or he was Oh, I don't know, Chad, that's interesting. Not that I would go all the way to Wisconsin for Culver's. Cheese. Cheese is life. Oh, there you go. Barbie, you play nice. Chad isn't from backwater Wisconsin. Oh, no offense to anyone who is. Just sticking up for Chad. Well, I'm glad you don't have it anymore, Miss Amy. I have never been an ice person, not even in my drinks. Room temperature or refrigerator cold, okay, but no ice, never. Barbie. Boy, Purdue, you're up there in the scary part up by Detroit, Munster. I mean, Gary, Munster. Oh, nice, Miss Amy. I knew a person that, had too much iron in their blood, and every, like, 3 to 6 months, they had to go have, blood withdrawn from them. Wow, Barbie, did you ever have that checked out? You might be anemic or diabetic, anemic, something. That's a lot of ice. When we were painters, we did a an in-ground swimming pool in Munster, Indiana. Uh, the house had been abandoned for a couple of years, and there was a guy who was fishing all kinds of dead squirrels, rats, all kinds of stuff out of the black water in the pool. You know what? We'll be back after that's all done. I cannot do this. You have Down syndrome, Barbie? You go down a lot? Sorry, girl. Oh, okay, Padrino. Well, carry on. Hey, Cutie Pie, love and adore ya. Yeah, I know, Padrino. I work from home, so, I got no weekends going on here. In case I ever go on government assistance, Padrino, I appreciate that you're in my state, and thank you for your tax dollar donations. Send me an address, and I'll send you a Christmas card. German lady said, "You look like you have what?" Oh, Down syndrome. No, you don't look like you have Down syndrome. Sorry. Maybe she was tired, she just didn't have I don't know, but no, you don't, no. I do have a nephew with Down syndrome. I will tell you something about my nephew. Okay, so he kept telling his mom, "I have a toothbrush stuck in my throat." And so she opened his mouth and looked, no toothbrush. And I'm talking this, and so when she would go to work and she would come home, would have vomited all over the bathroom. So she went and took him to a doctor, and he said, "Oh, he must have acid reflux, so we'll put him on this, we'll put him on that." So it was like maybe 3 years later, he kept telling her, and because he had Down syndrome, he got he's fixated on dates and times. So he knew exactly the day, exactly the time of day that it happened, and he kept telling her that. So she took him to another doctor. He said, "Well, let's just do, an X-ray." Well, he goes, "Have they ever done an X-ray?" She said, "No." He goes, "Well, let's just go ahead and do it." Lo and behold, there was a toothbrush in his throat. The doctor said, "How did you get the toothbrush in there?" And he said, "I tried to swallow it to see if I could, and I can." Hi, Savannah, how you doing? Mr. G is doing fine. Yes, but okay, so so to keep it simple, it was not an adult-sized toothbrush, it was one of those children's size toothbrush, but it had been in there, and he had been eating and everything, pizza, donuts, all kinds of stuff for 3 years with that toothbrush in there. I know, I know. Only in my family, man, only in my family. That's where all the sprinkles go. We may look vanilla, but we got sprinkles. Savannah, I'm sure he probably did over time, and they just attributed it to something else because I can't imagine nothing except for thinking that you have indigestion would happen in 3 years. Cutie pie, I'm telling you. I'm sure we are, Barbie. You're like my other half. See, I can go out in public and talk to everybody, and you're the one that they all wanna see, the one that would talk to nobody. Miss Amy, he would never confess to his mom that, he did it on purpose. So she had, what I'm saying? He would just say, if I feel like a toothbrush is stuck in my throat." He would not tell her, "I was screwing around with the toothbrush and tried to swallow it, and it went down my throat." He never did that, and she said that if he had just said it like that, he she would have taken him serious because he's not a joker, you know what I'm saying? Barbie and see, I pretend the whole world are my besties. If I'm bored and standing in line and you're in front of me, we gotta talk. Entertain me. Cheers, Hamilton. Well, I'm not a hot person. If I have a choice between kitty mild and mild, I will always do the kitty mild because, I've had a small ulcer for years, and red sauce will Oh, oh, Barbie, nothing, nothing a redhead likes more than a challenge. Throw the gauntlet down. Hi, Miss Fit Jenny, how are you doing? Are you at home or on the road, Miss Fit Jenny? Cutie pie. You would be nice because I'm just that kind of person. Nope, he just took a little, hooked forceps thing that was flexible, went down his throat, and pulled it out, Chad. I wasn't there. I listened to the story of the sister-in-law, and I just said, "Mhm, mhm." Ah, true, true, Hamilton. And some areas have much better, selection. Like, we don't have a cheesecake factory. Oh, well, safe travels when you get on the road, Misfit Jenny. Well, cutie pie, not here where everybody chooses to, drink the poison. My god. Sometimes cutie pie. Uh, I tried being a brunette, and, everybody told me that I didn't dye it hard enough because long enough because my, red roots were, showing up in my personality. Hey, Pixies, how you doing? It's Friday, woo woo, and on Friday, we dance. Chili's? We don't have a Chili's here. Trying to think of something that, like, we used to have a Chili's and Applebee's and all that, but, basically, they were just, truck stop food quality, and so, they eventually went under. Around this area, we have a butt ton of, Mexican restaurants, from Taco Bell all the way to, places Cold where, it's, uh, they've been doing the same recipe for 100 years. You know where I liked to eat when I was up in, Chicago, Barbie? Was the Noodle Bowl. We used to stay in a customer's, condo, starting on Fridays and leave on Sunday, and then they would stay down here in their Indiana or Michigan property. Jenny, being married 5 times, I got nothing to say, girl. Excellent. Bowl. Oh, Barbie, noodle bowl. No holes. Misfit Jenny, just make sure you take care of yourself. Good care of yourself, girl. Love it. The heart wants what the heart wants, whether the brain thinks it's retarded or not. Oh, Chad, here it is, May the 2nd, and I promised myself no vape in May. I've already broken that. It's day 2 of still vaping in May. I may not even exist anymore, Barbie. It's been a few years. Plus, we was on the good side of Chicago. Just saying, just saying. So, I'm not gonna put any more pressure on myself, Chad. gonna do no vaping in June. It gives me plenty of time to stop it. Oh, probably bad. I only started back up because the husband's, thing, his emergency, and I but I'm not fooling anybody. I knew in the back of my mind, "Oh, if you start, it's gonna be hard to stop again." Well, here we are. Sorry, oh, no, I was uptown in the condos, but, what is it, the New Yorker that, where you can go way up and you see all over the lake and, Union Pier and all that? We did a couple of condos there too. Only Coochie. Padrino, love is complicated. It is complicated. So, Chad, you have anything big? Okay. Goodbye, Barbie. Don't forget there'll be a test when you come back. We'll need to know where you were, when, how long, what you were doing. Oh, you in love too, Padrino? How come we don't know much about you, Padrino? How about you share a couple of things with us about you? So, we know that you're in Indiana, whether you live there or not. You're in there today or the other day or whenever. Hi, Gail. How are you? Are you done mowing your yard? Like, no, we don't even know if you're male or female. We don't know what if you're East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. What are those people up in Seattle called? Uh, you're boring? Oh my. You are obviously from Indiana. Just saying. Carlos is in love with a female wrestler? Oh, nice, nice. Oh, nice, Buggy. Gail. I have a postage stamp yard and I still no, Padrino. We all do that. We're looking for a couple of sprinkles. You don't have to be, like, saturated with sprinkles, but good heavens, a couple would be nice. Okay, Padrino, so, like, is there more than one person living in your house? I don't need to know if it's family or not, just I don't want any details like that, just do you live alone? Well, Mr. J, if he keeps on talking like that, I'm gonna be heartbroken for him. I'll be wanting to send him Taco Bell. Exactly, Gail. See, Padrino, it's more like, not reality TV for me. It's more like a book because I mostly just read the side chats. So it's like an ever-changing book because, like, Misfit Jenny could say something over here in this side, and 20 minutes later, I could see her in another side chat, she'd be saying something completely different about the same, and I just take it as, "Oh," like the staircases in, The Lord of the Rings or whatever that is, where they constantly change. I didn't mean to pick on you, Misfit Jenny, your name just popped up on the thingy at that exact moment. I would've went after Savannah if her it would've been her. Don't worry, Padrino. I am pretty boring, and I know I'm pretty boring, and I'm good with boring. If my whole life was nothing but chaos, I don't think I could handle it. The husband claims it's 'cause I have control issues. Huh, what does he know? Oh, you had a goldfish? My daughter, won a goldfish at the school fair, you know? So, of course, we go out and we buy the high dollar aquarium with the pump and all that good stuff and the gravel for the bottom. She picks out a couple little, things to put in the tank. Next morning, fish, belly up. Oh, I live with a frog too. Well, we, eventually only we learned that we were only good snail people. And it's like, I'm not cleaning out a whole aquarium just for snails. No. My daughter named her goldfish Angus because it was black and then it died. Padrino doesn't have a wrench, so he can't, drop a link. Padrino, if I trust you with a wrench, is that a wise choice on my part, or should I just, leave it as it is? You know, a ferret is a whole lot like a cat, but they smell. Just saying, you have to bathe the ferret a lot. Sure, I can trust ya? Ah. Padrino, are you still, signed in or signed to that lady with the chihuahuas? Well, you're lucky, Padrino, because the other day, when I do dishes or clean the kitchen, I listen to, Christian radio, and for, like, the past 3 days, like, it's been hammering on me that, it's very easy to love the people you love. It is much harder to love the people that you don't or that don't love you. I'm going to trust you, know, because just because plus I figure y'all have a wrench, so y'all equal. And not only that, you've been coming in here with knowing that everybody else had the wrench and they coulda smacked on you anytime. So, I'll trust ya. You like Taco Bell. Ugh, you didn't sub right. Cutie pie. Chad, is that guy who has the goldfish in the tank that and he talks about current issues? Right, you know, everybody has one. He was actually the one that was in danger from you. And, like, I'm gonna give him the keys to the kingdom or anything. The only thing I have, Padrino, is the thing about Tara. When I tell you, trust and believe that I know that she really did survive cancer, and it wasn't an easy survival. I really wish you could in your heart believe. Hi, Punky, how you doing? Hugs and kisses. Ah, okay, Chad. Hi, Jeff, how you doing? No, I've never seen that. I watch a lot of How Things Are Made, but I've never seen them. Hi, King of Diamonds. I've never seen him do aquariums. My grandma had a huge, what is an ecosystem, but it was the terrarium. She had a huge, way back in the day, they had those round, like globe looking things. It was a terrarium. True, puppy, but there are just some things, and I know that that was a whole scare for her and her family. And then with her mom and dad, I just wish Patricia could understand that it was real and that it's really, really a sore spot. Padrino, you've known Tara for a long time. Do you think that it wasn't your pushing her that her she would want you to have a taste of it? That came from a hurt place. Her mom and dad she had just hospice. I don't know. I just go after Mark Perry. He's he has enough material to go after forever. Go after the pasta crew. Do all that, please. No, Tara. That's like when, John went after Cutie Pie. He's got so many other people he could put his mouth on, he didn't even mention the name of her. I'm not saying you gotta be reformed and not go after anybody, but heavens help us all. There are just some that oh oh, that's good, Jeff. Punky, and at this point, I really don't care who anybody is. Like, we could all be somebody that we aren't claiming to be. You know what I'm saying? Who and we have no idea who we've talked to privately or publicly or anything on this platform. Thank you, Padrino. I appreciate it very, very much. But, that brings up another thing. Even if he is who every well, not every if he is who he's suggested to be, okay, let's just give him that. Well, let's change it to somebody else. Let's say Joe Blow got in trouble, did some things, had a past, served his time, he hasn't done any of that since then. Do we make him live with Scarlet A forever, or do we just count it as time served, and we just keep an eye to make sure that that stuff isn't going on anymore, saying? Yeah, but Barbie, how long does a person have to pay? I mean, if the court system says you pay. Oh, Gail, we know that Padrino is, Carla. Hi, Cassandra, how you doing? Don't get me wrong, I worked in the court system with babies that had to have surgery because of evil things that people had done. Uh, the reason I left was because a woman was using drugs and she just refused to stop selling her 2-year-old to men. That baby had to have 17-hour surgery, nearly died. They were supposed to take that child away from her. She got clean for 2 months, and they gave that baby back to her, and the very next month, she was dead. I said, "You know what? I can't do this, not one more day. I took that baby on my heart as my responsibility." Oh my god, Sabrina, stay out of the courthouse. We're not suing nobody. People are suing people like it's a fast food drive-through. Hi, Miss Kathy. How you doing? I totally understand that, Punky. I totally understand that. So, but that's a to me, that's a different thing. In your personal space, no. But I feel the same way about people that even joke about it. You know what I'm saying? And there are some on this platform that aren't pedos, but they keep talking about it as if it's a joke, and I have no room for them either. Padrino, that's the way it's gonna always be. That is just the way it's gonna be. And now that we've got Epstein Island out there in the news and P. Diddy and all the other stuff, we're all being conditioned to fill away. No one uses their own brain anymore. Hi, Miranda, how you doing? I don't like to talk all this crap, but at the end of the day, Padrino, thank you for saying that you will stop with the terror and forgive her, and even though she said what she said out of frustration, hurt, whatever, because she was also defending my date, I think. I don't know. The timeline is all screwy to me. Right, because in the end of the day, it's not the freaks who that are the ones. The clean cut, goes to work, probably has a high job in a company. The one that, brings home candy bars and little gifts for his own kids. The one that you know what I'm saying? It's those freaks. The ones that are the worst. "Hey, chicken, how you doing? The sexiest chicken legs on the whole wide damn planet." World Wide Web, I get it. Oh my god, Gail, see, that's it's children and the old. YouTube. So anyway, back to my Joe Blow story. Okay, so Joe Blow got convicted. He got put on the registry. He, served his time. I'm not gonna bring it up to him every time I see him, but you wanna know what else is not gonna happen? My child is never gonna be in his personal space where if he ever slips up again, it can be my child. That's how I see it. "Hey, Gina, how you doing?" "Yes, Gina, but it's Friday. Woo, woo." I see what you're saying, Padrino, I see, and it's not just one person, it's so many people doing it, so many. It's like they can't see past their anger or their frustration or whatever it is they're dealing with, see what the whole outcome could be. Cutie pie, it can be, it depends, you have to be within 100 feet of a school, that will get you'll be arrested for indecent exposure and, endangerment of children, and yes, they could put you on the registry. If you do sell drugs within 1,000 feet of a school, you can, be, put on the registry just to stay clear of any children. We're talking about everything, Raina, just jump in there, throw something in the side chat, we don't care. Somebody'll see it and they'll respond. Just talking about his phone and his computer. We was talking about lunch, but I don't know, I got lost. Yeah, so we pretty much hear it. Well, it has to be, you have to be in front of a facility that either houses children or the elderly. Like, if you expose yourself outside of a nursing home, same dealio. You get put on the sex, offenders registry. Oh, Katrina, we're not gonna talk about that because that man does enough, stuff to get people on him. I mean, he deliberately goes out to do it. Oh my gosh, Cassandra, prayers for your son. I hope he, gets out of the hospital here soon. I think you can also get, I'm not sure because I can't remember how the case ended up, but I believe that if you do it in front of any kind of government building here, you can also get put on the sex offenders list, but only as, only under the, arrest of, indecent exposure. Oh my gosh, Cassandra, I'm sorry to hear that. Thankfully, he survived, and hopefully he gets out of there. Oh my gosh, Cassandra. Prayers are with ya. Thank you so much, Padrino. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I did, Padrino, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't look at me, man. God, this is sad, and it took me 3 or 4 days just to come up with this. It's like, "Ooh." That's what I'm saying, Tan Man. If you're gonna be a good creator and do positive, uplifting stuff, you're gonna have to dig deep because, man, oh man, the only reason everybody else is getting views and, going live is to discuss the same stuff over and over and over. When you've gotta say, "Well, 4 years ago, that's not new." I do too, Karina. I hope that she's around forever. And just like Padrino tried to make fun of, getting off work, going home, washing the clothes, what I had for supper, I would much rather hear that, even if everybody and their brother's cousin thinks it's boring, than to hear about and 4 years ago. Good God, I've been around longer than 4 years. Like, I haven't heard it 100 times already. And Stewie, I love and adore ya, but holy crap. Have you noticed that it's the same words from different channels? Oh, I'm sorry, Barbie. You need a little hate. Well, Barbie, okay, here's just for you. I hate Brussels sprouts. I don't care if you put them on butter. I don't care if you have. I just don't like Brussels sprouts. Right, and she doesn't like to be talked to in line at the grocery store. I'm gonna start stalking her in real life now to find out what grocery store she goes to, and I'm gonna be that lady standing behind her, talking, yep, 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 yep. Oh, sorry, Barb, it was a false alarm. Cassandra, it's, too early to tell, but Uh, my grandson had done the same thing, but then he fell and broke his leg in 3 different places, and he had a rod and pins put in, and that disqualified him from being a truck driver. Just so you're prepared. Sure, hush, stay in your lane. Army has the right to get comfortable. I don't know if it did in our state, if, depending on what company you work for, they have a 0 accident for the first 90 days policy, whether it was your fault or not. But then we also have a place called Bloody 20 where derp. She didn't say she was gonna be she didn't say she was gonna be, Barbie, he's not afraid of boobies. He's afraid of big pepperoni nips. If you're out there listening, I consider you a big boob. And Barbie never said she was gonna get naked. She said she was gonna get steamy. Barbie just gonna get steamy, throw rice at her. Love Barbie long time. Derp, that's mean. Uh, Cutie pie, I tried to tell him, "You can't you can't have the zoom on that far. A nipple look like a big pepperoni if you have it zoomed up like 60%." Love and adore you, Kimmy K. You people gonna all get me struck. Padrino, what did you do with her? Have a good day, Barbie. If you're going shopping, text me. I could be there in an hour and 45. I'm your neighbor. Well, good heavens, Padrino. Now you're in who'd you miss? The Puerto Rican? So let me get this straight, Padrino. You reside in Indiana somewhere. Who knows where? Could be Sawyer, could be let's see, Dyer. But you were dating a chick in Chicago. Those Chicago people are wild. Wild, wild, wild. I don't know though. If you're living on the borderline, that's not a very long thing. I live more in. Oh, I had no idea where Corey lives. I thought that what Corey was saying was he lived in Gary, and that's just where he was born. He has forever. Hi, Jojo. How you doing? No, very. YouTube, we expect some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my goodness. We're not doing any of that there hippies free love kind of stuff up in here though. Oh, thank you, Jojo. I've always hated my voice always. YouTube. Back to the love. The love. Love boat. Okay, Padrino, I will give you that. When I was a teenager, well, I think I was 15, and my best friend had just turned 16, and she just got a car. And there's this place in Indiana called French Lick. So we played hooky, sounded, real, interesting. And, so we got all, tarted up and, put on the makeup, did the hair, headed off to French Lick. French Lick is an old town with old people in rocking chairs, and their biggest excitement was seeing the 2 tartlets that came to town. Oh my god, chicken, did you see where I told the husband, "See you next Tuesday." He's like, "Why? What's happening Tuesday?" The man had no clue. Howdy, cuter pie. Oh, I know, Padrino, and there's a lot of Amish around here. I should have been more aware. Ain't gonna be nothing exotic and, all hot and steamy like that up in Indiana. Hi, Cheapsies. Uh, okay, so y'all have a wrench, so please go to each other's channels, sub up each other, whether you wanna ever go live or not, at least this way, eventually, you'll have, enough subs to speak your mind, so to speak. Oh, Padrino, weedheads are just as coherent. They just don't uh, a pothead responds much later than the question was asked, but they don't do the reactions. An alcoholic will do the knee-jerk reaction. Tin Man, are you in Indiana too? There's more than corn in Indiana. We got some psychos, children of the corn. Oh, good for you, Jeff. Hope it all works out for you. You are very welcome, cuter pie, very welcome. Well, there you go, Tam Man, see? You know, Indiana, flat and boring. Except for I lived in northern Indiana now, where the Grand Kankakee Marsh was. You ever get bored and need to look anything up, look that up, that's pretty interesting. Oh, JoJo. It's no biggie. No biggie at all. Again, that was the Grand Kankakee Marsh. Nope, Kathy, just 'cause I say howdy. Hey, Cindy, love and adore ya, good to see ya, glad you made it. Kathy, I don't know exactly how it got started, but we went by something somewhere. The husband and I used to travel to paint, and we went somewhere by some poster, some sign, some building. It had to do with Buckaroo, and then we started calling each other our little Buckaroo, and, before you know it, I'm saying howdy all over the place. So just be thankful that I'm not going around calling y'all the little Buckaroos. Cheap. It would only be fair. You went live last night, Derp, were you there? Did you make it to the last night one? Oh, Chad, did he remove it? I thought he just app he hadn't downloaded it yet. I didn't see that he removed it. I slept good last night. Oh my god. Or uploaded, download, there goes my technical genius. Well, I hope, it was, worthwhile. I hope you were successful. I slept. No, I don't remember that, I'll have to Google it. I wonder if it's on, YouTube anywhere. Yay, Steph, I am so glad. Now, tell me that you are at home and not in a hospital, and that my day will be perfect. I will definitely have to look that up, Padrino. Oh, but the, mowing the yards in sequence thingy, that is a thing in Indiana, that you don't mow your yard until everybody's ready to mow their yard, or you'll be public enemy number 1. See, Kathy, I went to bed at 8 o'clock at night because I was just so tired. I thought, "Oh, well, I only sleep 2 or 3 hours, so I'll be back up at 10. Ken should be live about then, or somebody should be live about then." And you know what? I woke up at 5 AM. Oh my goodness. And then I was so full of energy, I thought, "Oh, I will bust out the Sweating with the Oldies." Oh my gosh, 2 moves in, it's like, "Oh my god, I need the Narc out." And then I took another 2-hour nap. Oh, nice stuff. Pool chemicals, that'll be a good summer. Chad, are you talking about what the probably Erie, Indiana, I don't know. Is that what you said the name of it? The TV show Erie, Indiana. Oh, there we go, thank you. Is that the whole season? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is yours. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Cancel that. Disregard. Is is there is there only Hey, Stranger Than Fiction, how you doing? I already did my little snippet of Stranger Than Fiction. I didn't, make it into a whole thing. I just do the highlights. 'Cause I was, like, several days, from when I said I would do it. Oh, no, Steph. So is there only that one episode, Padrino? You have a good day at work, Kathy, and I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping in. Always love it when you stop in. Hope something epic happens for you. I am definitely one of them party for any good reason people. I am always looking for a reason to party. The husband and I were talking about Indiana history the other day, and he's like, "Oh, well, since you were born a little more south of here, then you know about this, that, and the other." It's like, "No, I was a party girl." Party girls don't care about history. I can't help that he was, one of them history geeks. The only history I ever knew about was, Francis Park, about, the Indians, taking the little girl. Thank you, Padrino. Thank you again, Chicken, for coming. It was always as always, it was wonderful seeing you and getting to spend some time with you. I will see you later. Thank you very much. I always need to, see the whole thing. I need to see the beginning and the end. Like, when I read a new author, I like to get every book they've ever written, especially if it's a series, and then I like to start with book 1 and work my way through. Cheap, of course he is. He probably took thousands of my viewers, thousands of them. Hi, Drama Llama. How you doing? Hugs and kisses. Well, stop unsubbing me, Drama Llama. Well, I don't unsub you. I don't unsub anybody. If you run on over there and see what the breaking news is, and then come back and report to the rest of us, 'kay? I don't got all that time. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chief. You want me to take his roach away for a day so you can, exact judgment, revenge? Oh, thank you, Dirk. I'll take that. I absolutely love, Tara's voice. No, no, Padrino, I would rather not know any personal stuff like that. Midwest, what state you're in, that's good enough for me. I don't need to know. I don't need to know all that stuff. I just like to know a general area where people are so that I can so I can talk to them about things that are interesting to them. But no, I am too lazy to, chase anybody down, stalk anybody from the bushes. No, no. Oh, I don't even know that area, you know? Uh, I know that I saw my very first, really wicked, storm from the 25th building of the New Yorker when I was painting it. So now the same person owns the condo on the 25th floor in, New Yorker. You'd be able to get all my personal information 'cause, oh, thank you, I know. I but I wanna be the mom. She got away with a lot of smack talking. I'm Sophia. Hi, hub, how you doing? I haven't seen you around much. Are you going live and stuff anymore? How's life been treating you? Obviously, I stay current. I just went and subbed to you and saw that you had a live 3 days ago. That's how on it I am. Nice, hub. Nice. I hope your health is hanging in there and you're doing good. I know you're probably not going to believe this, Padrino, but I had to do a lot of in-school detention for excessive talking. I mean, as shy and quiet as I am, yes, they put me in in-school detention for that. Can you believe it? But They tried to do, after school detention, but my dad, told him flat up, "If you're gonna keep her after school, bring her home. I'm not coming to pick her up." So they learned, "No, in school's good." Oh, that's nice. What were the rumors, Dirk? Okay, Jojo. This is how, my elementary school was. If you got in trouble, you had to write word for word the dictionary, starting with the first word in the dictionary, and I got in trouble so many times that, I got all the way up to the M's in the dictionary, and just so you know, they had this little, like, trophy thing, and my notebook with all the way up to the M's was put in that trophy case for years. And for the elementary school, not enough, I don't know. I know, Cindy, I know. Oh, Dirk, that's sad. Of course he did have no sex change. Who would do all that for the name Hubba Hubba? If it was some hot exotic name, maybe, but Hubba Hubba? No. No. Padrino. Uh, I never did anything like that. All of my crimes were, excessive talking or, talking while the teacher talked. Well, I guess it would still be, but, disrespect was put on my, little, detention card because I would be trying to finish my story while the teacher was trying to, I don't know, do her stuff. Okay, JoJo, so you hit on the one time that I out and out lied, thinking I was slick and I could work my way out of it. I told the librarian's assistant to kiss my ass, and when she said, "What did you say?" and I said something about astronauts, and I was taken to the principal's office, so I was in kitty court for backtalking, cussing, and being disrespectful as in name, and so the punishment was going to be the board, and, looked like a boat with a whole bunch of holes in it, so they called my to see if he wanted to come and pick me up and I would be, out of breathing for 3 days detention, or he could get board, which is free paddling, and, all would be, resolved and done with. Of course, my father did not wanna be bothered with it, so he said, "Go for it." That principal hit me so hard that it actually made the desk squeak all the time. I learned to not do any of those things anymore. Just thank goodness redheads have a higher pain tolerance. Oh, Jojo, my dad was a belt user. You looked sideways. No. My dad, like I look for a reason to party. My dad looked for a reason to rip that belt off and put it across my hind end. See, and my daughter never got the belt. She never got the paddle. What upset her most was to not be talked to. If you acted like she did not exist, that just broke her little heart. So she would get sent in the corner for a half hour, and she would try and try and try to get you to talk to her. And if you didn't, she would just cry herself to sleep in the corner. Yes, I am, JoJo. My husband calls me feral. Oh, my mom would use whatever was near. Spoon, shoe, fly swatter, broom. She didn't care. Cheap Seats, are you still with us? Did you find out what the breaking news for today was? Why he just needed to go live right now. Cheap, you are still here. Just make up something. Tina painted her toenails. Woo, breaking news. Oh, oh, well, Cheap. Not all of us can say that. Ah, Jojo, that might be one of their commandments that I don't really have a lot to do with. I'll tell you, Jojo, the last time my dad gave me the belt, buckle slipped out of his hand, hit me in the small of the back. It wouldn't stop bleeding, so my mom had to take me to the emergency room, and it took 37 stitches inside and outside to close it up. And the doctor told my mom, well, the doctor asked my mom how it happened, and she said she didn't know. Uh, the doctor told my mom to be on the lookout for anything that could cause that kind of damage again because it was against the law. And my dad never raised a belt against me again. Oh my gosh, my grandma was a Willow switch user. Oh my god, and she would send you out to get the switch, and if you came back with too little of one, she would go out and get the real one. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, she would make you sit in a bath of warm, cool water and then rub, crap on you. Oh, oh, and I mean, everything from the back of your neck all the way to the heels of your feet were fair game. Oh, nice. Nice ship. I never understood why they do the high speed chase. I thought that was a whole thing with, putting satellites in space and making electric cars and all that stuff. They could just do a kill switch. Boom. Okay, guys on the side of the road now. See now, O.J. Simpson didn't do a high speed chase. He just did a low speed chase. Well, of course, he was caught. Hey, you got your upsides and your downsides. See, Chica, this is how my husband's brain works. "Oh, look at that, all of 'em out on the highway, freeway, time to go rob a bank." Hi, Big Tender, how you doing? It's Friday. Friday we dance. Oh my gosh, yeah, see, Jojo, I those things are the things. Oh, thank you, Chief, you went above and beyond. I love you so much for that. Ah. Ah, Chief, that you have a special place in my heart now. That's kinda like, not only did you give me flowers, you gave me flowers my favorite flower and my favorite color. Oh, Chief, you are so sweet. Curse us on your ex. How could she leave you like that? Woman with obviously no taste or talent. Oh, yeah, Chad? I didn't know that. I know that they were talking about it years ago, like maybe 20 years ago. I know, Chief. Surprisingly. Well, I'm gonna pencil you in as husband number 6. You probably still got a long time to go. So live it up, buddy. See, it takes a special man to be with me. You either have to be into oddball stuff or you have to be soft enough that I can break you down over time with my oddball stuff. Just saying. Just saying. For those of you that missed it earlier and haven't, don't plan on rewatching it, this morning the husband said the word pixelated, and I said, "Do you even know what pixelated means?" And he said, "Sure, pixies in the brain." This is what I have done to that man. Beware. Thank you very much for stopping in, Cindy. It was wonderful seeing you. And we'll if all goes well, we'll see you tonight at Ken's. Oh my god, it's been 2 hours. Uh, This is what happens when I get a full night of sleep, you people. You're forced to listen to me nonstop, evidently, just all day rambling on. For doing my own live stream, yep, Drama Llama. It'll probably only get longer from here. Next thing you know, they'll be going, "Did you see that, Trisha? Did you do that 17-hour live stream? Holy smokes." Well, Dirk, I was willing to do it. I even went back to Zoom so I could do it. But people that I asked were like, "Oh, I don't really do panels." But then I've seen 2 out of 4 of them on every other panel on this so I just went, "Well, maybe not." So if you would ever be interested in being on panel with me, I would love I would like to at least do one panel and see how it works. But Zoom, I either have to have your email or you have to have me as a friend on Twitter because that's the only way I have to send out the link. It's, just in case that, everybody their brother said they would, but then when it came time to, put it on the line, not so much. So if you would like to be on a panel on my channel and you're friends with me on Twitter, any of ya, send me a DM and we'll see what we can do. Because I think it would be fun. I would try it at least once. If it went south from there, I probably wouldn't do it anymore. And I'm not one of them sticks in the mud that say you can't say anything at all negative. I just prefer that, it doesn't turn into a crap show of fake stuff. If you know something real, then that's one thing. But if you're just going to make something up to kind of drum up views and interest, not. I'll see what I can do, Derp. I'll see what I can do. I sent Tara a picture one time. It was from the 2020 lockdowns when we were going through the sea thing. And of course, uh, we, a whole group of people did the pictures because it was for the in case it was really a way for them to put us in a place where the aliens could come and eat us. So I used a lot of filters, and I mean, my husband was like, "Who's that?" So it was heavily filtered, but she said that it looked like one of her friends. And I take it her friend was not heavily filtered, so and I don't know, she's originally from, Georgia. I don't know how long she's lived where she lives now, if it's a mix of both of the accents or not, but I've always been in, the Midwest, so I don't but I've had people think that I was from the South, probably my ways more than my accent. Padrino, are you still in here? Or are you off causing mayhem and chaos in some other stream? Yes, I do, Jojo. I tried that restream stuff. I did not like it. I just did not like it. My laptop does not go, live right from YouTube because it kept buffering and buffering and buffering. And the whole reason to stick with Zoom do it is because we use Zoom for all of the family birthday parties and stuff like that. I was never the host, so I just joined. I didn't know how to do it, so he set me up for that. And the husband was doing remote doctor visits for some of his test results and stuff like that. Padrino? Well, Jojo, it just seems like a cleaner platform since the I don't know. Padrino, I wanted to take a minute before I sign off to say thank you, and I hope that you truly will not mention her anymore. And I you know, there's all things there, and that's fine, Padrino. I really was not, I was really not, expecting you to, dox yourself. So you gave me some material for me to tell about my real life, and I'm not going to tell you what high school that was, or elementary school, or even town. Just know that it wasn't. Yeah. And that kind of made up stuff, I don't mind. I really don't. Making up little stories based on when it affects somebody else's life, that's when I that's when it bothers me. But again, I wanted to thank you, and I have no issue in trusting you with the rent. I just want you to know that. Just like I was God saw that I needed to be here in this time and place. I look at you the exact same way. If you are that person that some people think you are, if you have served your time and you have not continued doing that kind of thing, then I commend you. And I am sorry that you are that is always brought to your attention. If that is not you and you just don't wanna dox yourself to prove it's not you, I respect that as well. Drama Llama, I love you, and I pickle. Thank you, Padrino. Drama Llama, I blame you because I cannot look at a pickle, hear the word pickle, have anything to do with pickles without thinking about you. So know that you are on my mind every single day. And Cheapsy, I got you penciled in as number 2. I know. I'm glad that we could work through your problem. See how I did that? I put it all on you. I know you do, Drama Llama. I saw a recipe for a pickle pudding. I thought, "Oh my god, I need to find a way to get this to Drama." So anyway, Jojo, I am glad that we were able to work through our stuff, and I hope that we don't have any more stuff in the future that we need to work through. And Derp, I really my core belief is that everybody deserves love, joy, and peace of mind, and I hope that you can find that for you. I know that you've gone through some stuff back again, and I just really wish those 3 things for you. Uh, I know. Drama llama. I'll see if I can find that stupid You're very welcome, Georgia. Good God, at our fair, they got fried bubble gum, fried cheesecake, fried pickles. If you can put uh, you know, a crap on it and deep fry it, they will. So, with that, I'm going to say thank you all for coming in, but the husband has already just whispered that he will not have Burger King for dinner, so if I'm planning on having Burger King for lunch, I had best get it rolling or forget it. Well, as much as I love you all, I'm oh, no, cheap, see, I'm just leaving it a cliffhanger. Don't tell anybody don't tell anybody the rest of the story. We're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. Oh, no, a violent crime. Oh, so you guys have a good day. See, don't give away no details. Talk to you all later, and thank you very, very much for coming in.